One of the things about autism that makes it difficult is an invisible disability. If someone's in a wheelchair, you don't walk up to them and say, come on, get up, let's get going, stand up, come on, you can do this race, you just need to try harder. But when someone has autism, that's often the mindset of, oh, well, you look normal, you sound normal, you should be able to do this, this, and this. And I've been married 20 years, and my wife will still be surprised sometimes when there's a social situation or whatever, and I'm like, I just can't do that. And she's like, what are you talking about? We've done this, 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 and this, and you should be able to do this too. But on a given day or in a given situation, that may be really difficult. So because it's so invisible and it's hard to spot, that makes it hard. I mean, yes, there are people with autism where it's pretty obvious. They have motor skill issues. They have speech patterns that are just really distinctive. They're very, very blunt and unsocially aware with what they're saying. They have repetitive behaviors with what they're doing with their hands or, their bodies that are obviously outside of that kind of normal nonverbal sphere. And that can be obvious. But especially as they get older, most of the time people with autism have learned to mask or conceal those things. So for instance, Sir Anthony Hopkins was diagnosed with autism in his 70s. And if you talk to him about his autism, I've seen a couple interviews where he talks about how, in the movies, you're not going to be able to tell when he's acting, but outside of the movies, yeah, he was very much not able to be a part of a lot of those social situations or have success in his marriages or as a father in a lot of ways because he lacked those skills and that personal awareness until much later in life. And so as you're seeing someone who's struggling and they seem perfectly normal, again, jumping to the conclusion is never going to be helpful regardless of what their issue is. Go find out, go reach out. And in the back of your mind, have that, oh, maybe this is a person with autism and this autistic person's struggling with something I'm not aware of. And if I can help understand what that struggle is, maybe I can help this person. And if that person kind of pushes you away, again, don't assume that they're not, that they don't like you. Just assume that, okay, they need to deal with this on their own for right now. And that's absolutely perfectly acceptable. We've all had times where, we've stubbed our toe and we're in tremendous pain. And right then and there, when we're in tremendous sensory pain, having somebody, try to put their arm around you and say, there, it's okay, you don't want anybody to touch you. Well, until that pain comes down a little bit and now you're ready to deal with it. Same thing with autism. And just because someone with autism seems to be paying no attention to you or pushing you away, either physically or verbally, again, that doesn't mean they don't like you, doesn't mean they don't want your help. So don't give up would be the other thing I would say is keep trying different approaches in a very sensorily neutral way. Approach the person quietly, give them plenty of space, and then, see what you can do. And you may not be able to do anything, and that's okay too. But even just that outreach, even just that attempt can be very, very meaningful.